Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. We're about an hour away from kickoff for the Eagles game. I think I'll probably watch a little bit of it, but I don't know that I'm going to live stream it or not. I'll probably decide around kickoff. Be that as it may, we've got, of course, our game at 7 o'clock tonight, and we have some key players. And one of the guys I talked about that needs to continue to really perform is Traeshon Holden. And unfortunately, he's at a position where everything is deep, okay? You know, the question will be is, first of all, will the Cowboys keep more than 5 wide receivers? You got to figure that CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Kayvon Turpin, because he's your special team standout, Jalen Tolbert, of course, because he was a third-round draft pick, and Jonathan Mingo, a guy that you traded for, that those 5 guys will be the ones that you definitely keep. The question will be is, will you keep a 6? And so when you have guys like Ryan Fenoy and Jalen Brooks and, of course, Holden, you know, those 3 guys, there's only one spot. There's only one spot if you decide to keep 6. All 3 might be gone. But I started thinking about this morning this felt like a deja vu moment, okay? A truly deja vu moment. And that is back at 2008's Hard Knocks. I don't know how many of you have been Cowboy fans since then or back then or were. There was a player that was in the exact same position as Traeshon Holden. Undrafted rookie free agent who wowed everybody in training camp. And I'm going to refresh you. Hopefully I don't get copywritten for this, but this is key because, see, I like studying history because history repeats itself over and over again.
Believe it.
Making weight may be hard, but tipping the scales in your favor is even harder. Especially for an undrafted free agent like number 18 receiver Danny Amendola. All the long shot wants is a chance.
That's a catch. That's a catch.
All I was looking for is an opportunity. I just wanted a shot. I had hopes to get drafted, of course, maybe late in the 6th or 7th round, but you know that didn't happen, and I was given the gift to come play with the Cowboys and have the opportunity to be on this team.
Good. That's the way to run off the ball, Danny.
A few of those guys, you start to get excited about seeing them playing games, you know?
Yeah.
I want to see Danny Amendola playing a game.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for him to do it, but he's definitely a guy that's competing in a 5th receiver spot. He doesn't have the size, speed, but he does offer other things and other qualities as a receiver.
Boy, he runs those routes full speed, and it's hard to, it's hard to gauge him.
How many receivers are we going to keep? 6, I think. We're deep enough. Danny's going to be one of them.
Talk about Italian stallion. Good work, baby.
The guy has a lot of ability. If he doesn't make our team, my money's down. He'll make somebody else's squad.
Kind of like the underdog out there, kind of like the Rudy guy, you know. I get a couple cheers, and it feels good.
Watch 18 here. He's a natural on catching punts, isn't he?
Like Wes Welker, Amendola is a skilled punt returner. But to win that job, he'll have to beat out Patrick Creighton, Adam Jones, and a surprisingly spry old man, linebacker Zach Thomas.
Well, you coming over here in endangered territory, Zach.
Get it on the run.
Come on, Zach. Ooh, you trying to look natural back there.
And then this drop kick.
Hey, you trying to show your age.
Oh, let him hit it on the
He don't get that. Oh, look at it.
5'5".
That shit hurt him right. He'll pull every ass muscle he got.
Parcells sat me down and told me, hey, I'm going to have to let you go because you're going to be 35. You know, but at least he was honest with me. And I respect that. But I'm trying to prove him wrong.
Zach Thomas, very solid, really good pro, studies the game. Got to kick him out of the damn meeting room. I think he's a major asset as far as tying things in together defensively.
I have a lot of motivation this year coming in trying to prove myself again, just like I'm a rookie.
He is flying around out there. But that was a huge upgrade for us.
Yes, sir.
I got deep into it. But here's the thing. The Cowboys made the wrong play. They kept Sam Hurd. Sam Hurd 53 receptions, 739 yards for his career. Danny Amendola, 13-year career, got some Super Bowl rings with New England. Played for the Rams, played for New England, played for Miami, Detroit, and Houston. 6,212 yards and 24 TDs. And to me, this is a situation because this is the hard part about football. It's the same thing in the draft. You look at somebody and you say, well, that guy's really, really good, and so on. Let's draft him, and he turns out to be a bust. Or somebody you think, well, we'll just kind of take him because we need a camp body like Dak Prescott, and they stay on your team for 10 years and make millions and millions of dollars. You just don't know what you don't know. And so to have a guy like Danny Amendola, who, he played great in preseason. They looked like, they thought that they liked him and all that. They let him go, and he ends up having a great career. And I hope that that's not the situation that happens with Traeshon Holden, because he's a guy that you look at least so far in training camp, as well as in the game this past weekend. You say, okay, this is a guy that you want to try and maybe hold on to and maybe see what you can do with him. He's going to need to have a great game, but beyond that, he's going to actually need to probably be a special team guy. He's going to need to excel on that, so that way you can say, well, he's not just our sixth wide receiver, and we're not sure we want to keep six. But if he can excel in special teams, and you look at it and say, okay, this is a guy that we need to help in special teams, so there is more value there and a reason to keep him. Will definitely be one of those guys that we will definitely want to watch big time today, because if we let him go and he catches on with somebody else and it ends up being that all of a sudden he's the next Danny Amendola, we'll be sick. And it's a tough call because, ultimately we as fans fall in love with all these guys, with the Cowboys more than any other team, because every practice is open and, we have all of our YouTubers and all the Cowboys media that are there. You get to know these guys and see them on a personal level, and you start to really and truly start to like them. And Traeshon Holden is definitely one of those guys that you are really enjoying what you're seeing, and you like the potential, and you'd hate to lose that. All righty, good people. We will definitely see you tonight about 6:45 for the Cowboys game. And as always, I appreciate you guys.
I do believe if we're not being looked at, then I'll do my part to get us looked at. The beautiful thing for networks or, if you will, streaming companies is that the NFL is a 365-day-a-year interest factor. A lot of programming, you have to spend as much to make it, to promote it, as you do to make it. The Cowboys are a soap opera 365 days.
The streaming will begin
when it gets low,
I'll start hearing. Please take your seats.
And so it's wonderful to have the great athletes, have the great players, but there's something more there. There's sizzle, there's emotion, and if you will, there's controversy. That